Orlando Bloom is known for playing characters who embark on amazing adventures on the big screen, but now he's taking the leap in real life.
Okay, this is his new show. It's called Orlando Bloom to the Edge. So he pushes himself to the physical, mental, and emotional brink. He's rock climbing, he's free diving, even flying through the air in a wingsuit. Take a look.
Let's do it. Yeah. Check it. Check out. Go. Jumpers away. Jumpers away.
Oh my God.
You don't.
Does something come up?
Somebody kind of plans it, but yeah.
Okay, so we are enamored by this wingsuit dive. It seems like something that would take years and years of training to get right.
Yeah, actually.
How much training did you have?
Well, 25 jumps to get my A license, which is my skydiving license. My 26th jump was in a wingsuit. And that was only possible because Luke Aitkins, who is like on the federation, on the board, or whatever that would be, of skydivers, you know, the big boss, who actually like jumped from 25,000 feet without a parachute, landed in a net. Like, he's an insane human, athlete, remarkable man. He had markers for me along the way, and I checked all the markers before stepping into a wingsuit. But we're not sure if anyone's ever actually done that before, because normally it's 200 jumps before you can, 200 skydives before you can jump a wingsuit.
Is it true that on one of your jumps, your parachute didn't open? You had to pull your second chute. What?
Yeah, that never. And Luke was like, this never happens. And I think that was when Katie was like, are we good? How many chutes do you have? Is there a third? I was like, no, that's it. There's one and then two. So it's like.
So your partner, Katy Perry, when you told her, hey, this is a cool show I want to do. I want to do some crazy, daring things. Was she on board or not?
I think she hadn't necessarily fully. You know, she was like, well, he's embarking on. There's insurance. There's a TV thing.
Right.
This is not like.
Right.
But I don't think she fully understood exactly. I don't know that I did.
Yes.
I'm fair. Like, I mean, I think there were points where I really felt my life was in my hand. Wingsuiting, for example, is things can go south in a matter of seconds, and it's partly because you pull a chute, right? You pull a chute from here, but when you're in the wingsuit, you have to bring your arms together, otherwise the trajectory, the wind can flip you, and you're upside down, and you don't want to be pulling your chute up. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
So Hoda has a big birthday, and I'm trying to convince her to jump out of a plane with me for it.
Why do you say do it?
I mean, I think everyone should push their edge. That's the whole point. If it's something that terrifies you, it's where the real things in life happen. The whole point of doing it.
So let me ask you this, because doing something once, I get it. It's like I overcame my fear, I did it. But you like the edge, or at least this show seems to show that.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you saying, one more thing, let me try something else?
I think that, you know, I kind of say in the show, I never feel so alive when I'm as close to death as this. But that was something that kind of was, I didn't know, this wasn't the idea. If the original show wasn't going to be this, it was going to be, in my mind, it was going to be a blue zone where I meet really interesting people who kind of.
Cool too.
But which is a great idea, but that the studios were like, we'll throw you out of a plane down the, see if you can survive this. And I was like, works for my slightly, you know, overly active brain and, you know, impulsive nature. So, but I think that, you know, ultimately the takeaway for me was really that I'm never more present when I'm feeling connected. And for me, that feeling of pushing through my edge was what made me feel super present and connected. And then how do I condense that and take that into my everyday life? So in my, you know, how am I more present than normal? How am I able to kind of, and I think the feeling of being capable, the feeling that I actually did this.
Yeah.
If I can do that, I can do anything. And I think when you push through, when you go through what you think you can't do and you do it, it's like a badge of honor, and you wear that through life. And then you're like, oh, I did that. You know what? I can do this.
Yeah.
You know, and for some people, it's like, I don't know if I can walk down the street today. You know, and by the way, I wake up with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm just a myriad of, you know, insanity in my brain. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm still the guy that did that. You know, so it's like, in a way, you know, you're a collector of experiences and you just keep pushing the edge. And I hope that people see the show and go, well, what would I do that would take me out of my comfort zone?
Yeah. And it can be something as simple as learning a new skill.
Stand up, go, or be in a, you know, be in a, like, maybe it's being a public speaker, or being in a social environment, or maybe it's, you know, there are tons of things that people, I honestly had the greatest stage fright. That was my biggest fear. As a child, I was on stage, I would be terrified. Going, just before I went on stage, abject fear.
A lot of people, when we mentioned Katy Perry, we know you're a couple. But you guys have just been engaged forever. Is that just the plan?
Well, COVID put a kind of spanner in the works, so we had all these grand plans that we can't execute until now. She's got new music coming.
Oh, does she have new? We saw that little bag.
Yes, there'll be. Oh, yes. I better be careful about what I say.
Okay, be careful. Be careful.
Okay,
be careful.
Fear.
There's a lot of cool things happening.
We know that you're having new music.
But essentially, you know, there's like a schedule, and you know,
so
you can
whenever
imagine.
The time.
So it's like there's many moving parts, but to get us to do something like that.
Do you feel like you need that, or do you?
I don't even know that we do. It's not. We have this daughter. You know, it's not. It's just. I mean, I do actually think one of the things I really admire is people who can. I think relationships. I think that actually, like, as I'm like, oh wow, you know that somebody's done the work if they've stayed together. And by the way, some people can't, and some people it's just not the right thing. But some people figure it out. Some people, you know, there's no judgment or expectation. But I'm like, I think we kind of just demand that we kind of get up every day, and she challenges me, I challenge her. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You know,
keep committing.
I choose you today and tomorrow or whatever you choose. But it's a daily thing, right?
Yes, it is.
Because sometimes it's like. I know she looks at me as if I'm like, and I'm like, okay. And it's the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, that's life.
I'm going on a long walk right now. The dog needs to go.
Exactly. That's life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Orlando,
thank you.
Great human.
You
Thank
really
you
are.
so much. Thanks for coming to see us. You can catch all the episodes of Orlando Bloom to the Edge. They're available now on our sister streaming network, Peacock.
Okay, and I think you convinced Hoda to jump out of a plane.
Yes, jump out of a plane.
Do
Why
it?
not? Yeah, do it.
She's doing it.
Do it.
She's
You'd
gonna do
love it. It would be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic.